Hey guys, in this video today I'm going to show you how to number lighting instruments on your light plot and to insert lighting position summaries into your light plot. It'll just make things a little easier for your electricians on your show. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to number lighting instruments on your light plot. Now typically when we number lighting instruments, we number them by position, by position. And so this, front of house, that will be numbered separately from 1 through 20, whatever. The first electric will be numbered separately. The boom 4 will be numbered separately. Stage left box boom will be numbered separately. You kind of get the picture. So what we're going to do is there's a couple ways to do this, and I'm going to show you the one way first. And the first way to do this is you select each lighting instrument and you come up here and you type in 1, and there it catches it. There you type in 2, and it catches that, and so on and so forth. But there is an easier way to do this. So I'm going to select these guys and I'm going to delete the unit number. It's a little bit of a hassle to do that. Okay, there we go. So now we're back and we have everything cleared out. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here so we can see everything. Just a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the position. See, just the pipe is selected. And over here in the object info palette there is something called auto number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on auto number, and you see how everything numbered automatically all the way through. Now that is pretty darn cool if you ask me. So there is the ways to number your lighting fixtures. Now there's one more way, and I'm going to show you that right now. There's actually 3 ways. Okay, and I'm going to show you this on the stage left box boom. Now, on these guys, I believe we cannot number them like that. So what we have to do is we have to select them and number them, and there's a way to do that. So I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to come up to Spotlight, and let's see, number instruments. So I'm going to click number instruments, and right here we need to do a little work beforehand. And so what we need to do is we need to change this first guy to unit number, and then this just tells us we're going to start at unit number 1, and every time we click it's going to increase by 1 number. So we click on OK, and so what we do is we click on the instruments, we click here, and we click in the order that we want them numbered. So this guy was number 1, this guy's going to be number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And then when you're done numbering, you click outside and it will number everything. So we click over here, and here are our lighting instruments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all nice and numbered up. I'm just going to do an experiment here. Vectorworks does number everything if they are in some linear order. So we're going to try this. I'm going to try an experiment here. This may or may not work. We'll find out together. I'm going to select the position, box boom number 4, and I'm going to come over here, and there is for auto numbering, starting number, increment, numbering direction, right to left. We want to try top to bottom. So let's just try that, and wow, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is pretty darn neat. So that's how we go along. Now we'll come along here and let's do our first electric. Okay. So I'm hoping there's a bug that shows up occasionally. I'm hoping that will appear so I can show you what happens. So again, we'll come down here, auto number, and what you need to do when you have big electrics like this is make sure when it's been auto numbered just come along and confirm that everything has been numbered correctly. So that's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, let's do the same thing right here. We're going to auto number this guy. And let's go back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So this, you can see how this can do some, save us some serious time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now we'll come up here to our psych electric. And of course, this error is not going to show up for us now, which is great, but I was kind of hoping to show you this. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Well, hallelujah, everything ordered correctly. I'm not going to order or number the rest of these. I'll do this later. But that's how you number your lighting instruments in Vectorworks. It's really quite simple. Now what I'm going to show you how to do is come in here and create an instrument summary. And again, a summary is just a nice thing to have for the electrician. So again, they don't have to count. Okay, how many 19 degrees are here? How many 26? How many pars are here? It's all figured out for you. So what we're going to do again is we're going to select this this front of house electric, and right here where it says position summary, I'm going to unclick that and then re-click it just to cycle it through, and something should kind of pop in. Okay, we see the front of house, the name down here. That's part of the position summary. Then we have some options here. We can a sum, which means it adds all the instruments and it lists them, some colors and some circuits. I usually don't use some colors and some circuits, but I do use the instruments. So we'll click that, and it's thinking, and now it's putting in this summary down here. And I'm going to zoom in quick. And now, as you can see, this doesn't look. It looks kind of. It doesn't look like something's off just a little bit, and that is a bug in Vectorworks Spotlight. Everything is off just a little bit. This front of house and instrument summary. They haven't fixed it. They haven't fixed it in version 2012, so we just kind of have to live with it. But it is still a really nice service that it provides. And now you see how this is sort of on, it's kind of on top of each other. You can fix that. What we can do is we can come up here and select the lighting position. And you see this little white square here. Okay. What you do is you see when I put my cursor over it, it looks like it looks just like that. What I can do is I can click and drag, and you see I'm dragging this, and all I'm going to do is drag it up just a little bit and let go and click again, and it's going to move this guy, and it doesn't move the electric, but it moves the summary. So there it tells us we have 3 par 64s and 16 source 426 degrees. So that's really a really nice thing. Now we're going to come over here. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit, and we'll do this guy right here. This stage left box boom. We'll come over here again. We'll select the lighting position. We'll cycle the position summary, and we're going to do some instruments. And there it says we have 3 26 degrees. 1 36 degree and 1 50 degree. Now I want to move this just a little bit, and there we go. And I can actually move this up in here if I want, just to kind of compress things just a little bit more. So there we go. That is how we make the position summaries, and we can do that for every single position on our light plot. It works out. It's a really nice thing to have. All right, I'm going to show you one last little trick here before we finish up this video, and that is here we go. Now, if you remember, as we have been laying in our lighting fixtures, I'm just going to select this guy right here. we've been laying in and we've been putting in the focus points. So again, so we can draw the beam like that. But what we need to do is we need to move. Let's see. We need to move the focus points up to the purpose, because the focus helps us for drawing beams, but to do our paperwork we need to have a quote unquote a purpose, which in all essences is our focus points. So again, we could come in and we could go E, no, sorry, large E, and I could come here and I could go, okay, that's going to be a D right there. But there's an easier way. What I can do is we're going to use our old friend, I believe it's the Spotlight Find and Modify dialog box, which will save you a whole boatload of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, and I'll show you how it works. We're going to come up here to Spotlight, and we're going to do Find and Modify. I'm going to move him up just a little bit so we can see. Find and Modify, and we're going to select all of the fixtures on electric number 1. So we're going to go Light, whose position equals electric number 1. Okay, so it's going to select them, and then what it can do, I practiced beforehand, I admit it. You'll come over here to and copy the focus field, everything that was in focus, to the purpose field. Okay, and then we'll click OK. But before we do this, this is a really good place if you want to, for whatever reason you have your plot done and you want to change a lighting color. You want to change, oh, I don't want to use Roscoe 04 anymore, but I want to use Roscoe 05. And if you don't want to go through and change everyone separately, this is the one where you can go through and change you come up here and change the color field to Roscoe 05. And everything on the first electric will get changed to Roscoe 05. But what we're going to do is we're going to copy focus to purpose. So now we're just going to click OK, and you see how it selects everything. Yes, I want to save. Thank you. Now, you notice right off the bat it didn't change anything. What we have to do is we have to do one more step. We have to come up to Spotlight, refresh instruments. And it thinks, and here is our, it fills everything in. We'll do this again for this electric up here. So we're going to come up to Spotlight, Find and Modify, Light whose position equals electric number 2. Copy the focus and focus field to the purpose field. OK. Spotlight, refresh instruments, and there it adds these guys in. So hopefully you can see how big of a help, if you know the tools that are available to you, you use them. That will make your life infinitely easier. The last thing I'm going to show you here, remember in one of our other videos when we dropped in these work lights here, what I'm going to show you how to do is how to move these. See how they're kind of piled up on each other? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to move these. And what you need to do is you need to select the instrument, and then what I usually do is I'll just put in some dummy information. So I'm just going to call this 4 and 3. Okay, 4 and 3. Okay, so it fills them in. So what I'm going to do, what you have to do is all you have to do is drag this. You see, just how we did the instrument summary, how it gets that symbol. We'll kind of pull him over just a little bit, and you see how it moves the circle over. It doesn't move the fixture, and we'll do the same thing right here. And there it moves everything. So we'll come back, we'll get rid of these guys right here. And I have to do this quite often when you start getting plots that have a lot of information on them. It's a really useful thing to have. So we'll kind of move this guy here, and we'll move this guy over just a little bit, and move him over a little bit more. Move this guy over. So there we go. Now we have these guys. They're still attached to the lighting symbol, but we'll erase these guys and let's zoom out just a little bit. So in this video, what I did is I showed you how to a couple different ways to number lighting instruments on their positions. I showed you how to do the front of how or the lighting summaries, and I showed you how to get your focus points up to your purpose, and I showed you how to move and edit and adjust the dimmer and channel symbols on your plot. So again, this is again quite a bit of information. Take a look at this and work on your plot just a little bit, and we'll be back shortly.